Loud. All right, so I'm going to screen share. And I know that there's a few people speaking during this call. Pretty jam-packed agenda again. So just, I think for the most part, everyone should try to keep it like 5-10 minutes, you know, to include their spiel or whatever it is. And I'm going to mute. There's some echo. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but yeah. So 5 to 10 minutes. Let's try to keep it that long, and then yeah, we'll just move quickly. So share my screen, and then as others are going to speak, we'll just switch screens. So all right, let's see this. I know the intro is pretty cool, so let's see. Ooh. All right, welcome to the Rarible community call. We got a packed agenda for today, so let's just dive right in. So yeah, first of all, just to remind everyone, you know, I know there's a lot of people here who are new to DAOs and have never really worked in DAOs and just all sorts of different backgrounds. So Rarible is a DAO. Anybody can submit proposals to the DAO and you know, start working for the DAO and for the community. And there's a lot of information on the governance forum on how to participate in this process. Right now, we're still fairly centralized. The process is not decentralized. So there are some bottlenecks, there are some issues. You know, the goal is to really decentralize as fast as possible. But yeah, for the time being, there's still bottlenecks in the process, which is a pain for myself as well as for the community members. So we're hoping to address that as soon as possible. But for the time being, you know, everybody's encouraged to find people who are interested in participate yourself, and yeah, start building this community. So there are some, yeah, sorry, key talking points. So these are the talking points. Probably don't need to go over them in detail. We'll just jump right in. So first thing, so the proposal process. I'm going to try this. I don't know if, do you guys see the link opening up or no? Probably not. Okay, let me do this. Here we go. Okay, so this works, right? Okay, so yeah, there's this post in the governance forum that's pinned in the DAO governance section. It got updated recently. It's going to keep getting updated as we're refining the governance process. We're not going to go through it right now, but I just want to make sure everybody knew about it. If you're interested in submitting proposals, make sure you read it. And you know, as things change, it's going to get updated. So a good reference for everyone to keep in mind. All right. So there are a few active proposals right now on Snapshot. So we have the Brain Trust proposal, Brain Trust DAO, the Mintgate proposal, and then the Rodeo proposal. So all three of them are on Snapshot. I encourage everyone to vote and participate. I'm not going to go through those this week because we went over them last time. So if you weren't there, just check out the previous video or check out the Snapshot pages. So we'll move into some more things. I don't actually know what this was a quote of. Matthew, is there a reason you added this? Feel free to speak up.
Yeah, I mean, this was a template that you could like move everything to the appendix if you wanted to make a statement, you know, okay, from the broader group. I took that, you know, off of Google. So like, I thought that, you know, you would kind of filter it out, but like, sorry about that in there. That's, no, I don't know if that's great. A direct quote or if it was paraphrased. I guess I have to ask Alex, you know, himself. But like, if, you know, that's what everything is for in here, was to kind of awesome. Filter out based on the agenda.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's a great quote. We are currently the only NFT platform that is permissionless with the release of our new blockchain protocol. that's tokenized. We're moving towards a DAO. So really tip of the spear innovation here. So I think it's a good reminder. And I think it's very exciting to be part of that community. And everybody here should be really excited about that, because I think we can really do some powerful things with these foundations. So yeah, thanks. Ooh, I love these special effects. Wow. All right. So now we're going to move into these proposals that are posted in the forum. So first of these, I'm not going to speak very long about this proposal, but you can go check it out. And we're going to share these slides and this information afterwards. But RR2 was a proposal that was posted, I don't know, in October or so, outlining how we're going to have changes to the reward mechanism for Rari, and then we're also going to introduce staking and delegation. So internally, what we've done is we've tried to break it down a little bit, because it's a heavy lift, a big proposal, and so we've tried to break it down into steps. Step one, we've already passed, which was the 25% going of Rari rewards going to the DAO. Step two is this proposal, which I'm going to open up and just give you high level. It includes adding quorum to Snapshot. And that quorum will hopefully eliminate the need for me to be a gatekeeper there. We can have a more permissionless process where instead of posting in core, people can just post directly. And then also having a minimum required number of Rari tokens in order to submit a proposal. And again, this is just a spam prevention, because right now if we just open the gates, there's a lot of spam there. And then enabling delegation. So all these things we can do as kind of a second step towards R2, and then the last step would be the staking. So I'd love to know really quickly if anyone has thoughts on specifically the amount of Rari, like requiring Rari in order to submit a proposal, what people's thoughts are on there, and what what a minimum might be. I'd encourage everyone to also propose in the forum, but just love to hear like if anyone has opinions there.
So in my opinion, as long as that minimum requirement is combined with the ability to receive delegations, then it should be fine. If you can find a few people that really kind of believe in your capacity to help the DAO, and you receive a delegation from them, then you can make a proposal and actually have an impact within the organization. So I think that looks good.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's something to try. I think there's a challenge with managing the amount of spam and using snapshots. So hopefully it's a way that we can make it a bit more permissionless and allow people to just propose without having me to post in core and me being a gatekeeper of sorts. So I think it should help. Okay, so next up, actually, Kyle, you're the one speaking, not Fateh today. You submitted a proposal for AI wash trading tool, or it was named differently, but why don't you take it away? I'll stop screen sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. So we, myself and the BitsCrunch team, which is VJ, Ajay, and Ashok, who are all on the call today, we have been working on AI-enhanced safety features for NFT marketplaces since the Untitled Hackathon back in September and October of last year. So I've shared into the chat the proposal. If you guys want to look at the model we built back during the hackathon, it's very different than what we're doing right now, but it's still pretty cool. Currently, we have received a good amount of data from the Rari team about malicious traders who have been exploiting the Rari rewards mechanism. And we've done some on-chain and we've done some on-chain analysis, and it's possible that there is as much as $300,000 a week being rewarded to traders who are exploiting the reward system. You know, the economic incentive to flag, detect, and basically blacklist these people who are exploiting the rewards mechanism is really huge. So our plan to, and I believe Ethan's on this call, our plan to help the Rarible support team is to build a knowledge graph of all of the different data points, the entire Rarible marketplace transaction history, including transfers, wallet addresses, token distributions. Turn that into a really signal-rich data set that we can train AI models on that will help detect, flag, grade malicious or suspicious traders on the platform. So, you know, the idea is to build not only that data set and the pipeline and architecture for the model, but to offer it directly to the Rarible support team in whatever capacity they need it, like whatever technical specifications they need it in. So we've asked for 2,000 Rari upfront. You know, we want to get a nice computer infrastructure for doing this, like a server that can handle the predictions, data set storage, and predictions, data set storage. Yeah, and the model training. So I know I don't have very much time. Does anybody have any questions?
Actually, I do. So how can you be certain that, it sounds like I wasn't part of this process. I mean, I watched loosely that there was some interaction, but so Rarible team sent you data of the transactions, you guys passed it through your models, and you came up with this number of wash traders. How can you be certain that those are actually wash trades? Like, what is the, you know, how sure are you that like this is actually happening? Because you know, I'd imagine there'd be a lot of scenarios where like I sell an NFT and then, you know, like some, yeah. I mean, how can you be certain, I guess, is my question. Where like, you know, it's just data, and unless it's a
That's a
very
good
clear,
question.
like a circular process, how do you make sure?
So
How do you validate?
Right, the addresses that we actually received and scraped that data from were, you know, were supplied to us by the Rarible support team, and we were told that these were, you know, banned wash traders.
Mm-hmm.
So the only we don't, I mean, we don't 100% know that they're wash traders. We were given the data and told that these were wallets that were caught wash trading. So, you know, our model is actually based on that data.
And
So.
can I add some few more points, if you don't mind? Hi, I'm Ashok. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, so basically, how we are identifying it's like, so we are trying to build a knowledge graph of complete the market, Rarible marketplace transactions, and also all the wallet address and the transaction within all the users of the Rarible, and we are trying to define the patterns, which is going to be the wash traded. For example, if two people, they, with the mutual understanding, if they sell the NFTs between each other, for example, or between the three people, even our model can detect more than three people if there are trading happening with the mutual understanding, just to gain the Rarible tokens, for example, at the end of the week.
So were you able to identify in the initial data set that you received any patterns that can lead to predictability? Okay.
Yes.
I mean, if you guys permit, Ashok, can you share the screen and show the, really quick about the sample visualizations which we have got for those transactions?
Sure. Maybe you can someone give me a permission? I can quickly show how our system can identify these patterns. For example, I can show you a couple of examples.
Yeah, if you.
So, I mean, the question is really good, because I don't even think that the support team 100% perfectly is able to verify some of these trading activities are. It's just it to my understanding, they were reported by our by members of our community, and the support staff looked into it and looked at the transaction history and went, yeah, this is probably wash trading. But I don't actually know what the criteria is for determining that on the side of the support staff. So,
right.
That's something that we actually need to talk about.
Yeah, maybe we can hop on a separate call to dig into that further or something. But yeah, super interesting. Maybe we'll just skip the visualization for now. But maybe there's an opportunity for you to like post a video or something in the forum, just screen sharing, and because I know you showed me that a little bit of that last time, so maybe some people would be interested in seeing a video of that.
Definitely we will do that. Thank you.
Okay, all right, so next up we have Natalie, she posted a proposal yesterday on artist relations type effort. Yeah, I'll let you take it away.
Well, thank you guys for letting me be here. And yeah, the proposal I just put up yesterday, so I've gotten, some likes, and a couple of people I've reached out to already, and they've commented, and they've really enjoyed the idea. So we'll see. And I'm one of those super noobs to the DAO. So yeah, hopefully this proposal is cool. And I love learning from all of this. And so the gist of my proposal is to help establish like a creator relations collective. And the main focus of this collective would be to like facilitate community endeavors to inform artists of like new projects and opportunities within the Rarible ecosystem, and just to help build community. And some example projects that we thought of were like artist collaborations with brands, themed campaigns, collaborative NFT campaigns, and maybe possibly even a community gallery showcase kind of idea. And ideally, we would help, especially for like people who are newer. It's really hard at first, like me, I just came into the ecosystem like a couple months ago. It's hard to orientate yourself and kind of figure out where are the opportunities. So this group would kind of help unearth and create these opportunities and make them a lot more accessible to artists and connect them with cool opportunities. And should I go into a little bit about my background, Eric, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So just my background is, for about 20 years, I've been a digital arts educator. I've worked in STEM programs. I've worked in a bunch of visual arts centers, and I've done a lot of community art projects. And I currently work with about 350 bike brands and with a distributor. So I love connecting and I love creating opportunities. And yeah, when I came across Rarible, I just dove right into the DAO and was just like, oh, this stuff is awesome. So it's right up my alley. And yeah, I would very much welcome your ideas or connections. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Any thoughts from the crowd?
Yeah, I have a thought / question. This is Matthew talking, by the way. Here. Hi.
Hey, Matthew.
Cool proposal, Natalie. I'm skimming through it as you're talking. So I guess I just wanted to know, because I love this initiative and this idea. I guess I just wanted to know in more detail, like what you plan to do. I see that you put your like the first pilot project, like what you'd want to get done in that pilot project, and yeah, what would be your like kind of go to Rarible solution?
Eric, is this something we can kind of talk about? I don't know.
Yeah, totally. Well, so Natalie approached me this week, and I guess this video is gonna be published online, so maybe it won't be much of a secret anymore. But we're thinking of doing a campaign for Earth Day, where we could engage artists and work with our huge. We have about 600 artists in our mailing list that are interested in collaborating, working with us. So we're going to plan something special for that, and I thought it was a cool opportunity for Natalie to work on her idea while also kickstarting this initiative. Yeah, originally we were like, oh, let's keep it a secret project, but yeah.
Yeah, that's why I try to keep it super general. So I wasn't, but I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, cool. Sounds like a cool campaign.
Yeah,
if
anyone wants to get
the secret.
No, it's all good. It's all good. If anyone wants to get involved in that initiative, I'm sure Natalie could use help. So yeah, just reach out to her and we'll try to coordinate this.
Yeah, please do. So I just started a Discord last night, so I'm setting it up still, but I would love any ideas, feedback, links to things I should read about. Yeah. Thanks.
Awesome. All right. So next up, we have Picnic, the Picnic crew.
Hi, I'm right here.
All right,
Hi,
the floor is
everyone.
yours.
Thanks, Eric, for inviting me. This is really exciting. My name is Ja, and what I'm proposing is to launch Picnic, a simple site builder that let creators easily make their own NFT site and marketplaces using the new Rarible protocol. What we're building right now is the first version 1, and the basic functionalities are and also building it scalable and extensively. How it works is that you would generate your site, customize the theme, and then add content using our simple editor. Then you can mint your NFT directly from your shop, which will get added automatically to permissionless marketplaces like Rarible, and then you just have to publish. So I first got into, just give you a little bit of my background. I first became, or more like dived into Ethereum rabbit hole through CryptoPunks and started learning smart contract development and Web3. I remember my first time buying a CryptoPunk. It was like really exciting, but a little bit confusing because it was my first time using MetaMask. But overall, I would say it was fun and simple. And I think more importantly, I really got the kind of purpose and the vision of why the creators were kind of making CryptoPunks, and it resonated with me, and that's why I wanted to participate. So part of our purpose for building Picnic is to allow more creators who might not have the resource or the time to build something from scratch to also be able to have control over how they present their work, and also their vision. And also the other reason is I recently started helping some of my friends in the hospitality sector with their small business sites, just because of COVID. And through working with them, I realized how challenging of a chore it is for people to even use regular Web 2 site builders. And so kind of like combining these two reasons, we really want to make something that's really, really simple for creators. This is why we're called Picnic. And by building something that's Web3 and crypto native site builder, we can experiment with more models of token distribution or maybe even crowdfunding later on. We're planning on creating a token that can be distributed to site owners and also other stakeholders, including, for instance, Rarible DAO. This is really exciting for me, we can integrate with a lot of the really cool projects that's already in the ecosystem. I feel like there's like a new project almost launching every other day right now. So this would give creators the ability to do things like let their collectors hold token and unlock access to private groups or a message with their collectors via wallet address verification. And we really kind of our vision is to build a one place where creators have control over how they want to show off their work, how they want to show off their style, mint their NFTs, and collect and connect with their collectors.
Awesome. Yeah, super exciting. Who's got questions?
I got a question. Nice to meet you. Amazing project. With who are you going to build this, and who is the team composed of?
Oh, the team is me and Greg. We're a small team right now, and our background is in web design development. Like I mentioned, I started diving into Web3 and smart contract development through checking out CryptoPunks, and I worked on a project called Eternal, which was a decentralized dungeon. And my partner worked on early kind of Web2 projects like Know Your Meme, and so we really see kind of from his experience of being, you know, within that early meme community, it like a lot of this stuff really resonates with him. And for me personally, I just, yeah, like I want to continue exploring in the NFT space. Yeah.
You know, I think at the core, creators want to be able to display their work a certain way, right? If they can have that full control and still capture the value of what we're talking about here with NFTs, that's the best of both worlds. You know, and to do it with a platform like Rarible as the lead, I think is a great initiative.
Yeah, for sure.
Amazing. All right. Yeah, I'm super excited about this. So yeah, I can't wait to spin up my own NFT shop. All right. What do we have next? Let me just pull up this Radical NFTs. Theo, are you the one speaking?
Yes, sure. Nice to meet you all. So I'm with Stefan, which is the front lead of Radical NFT. Our project is, I'm gonna put you the link first, is in the NFT economy space. So the problem we have seen is that content creator, NFT minter, will need to get an upfront payment when they sell their NFT, but they don't have the tools to create long-term income on their creation. At best, they could have the royalties, but the code is like difficult and it's not really interoperable, sorry, between the platforms. And the most important, with royalties, you don't know when you will perceive the royalties, and you don't really know which amount it will be. So if we move to this creator economy that we believe in, we think that NFT creator should have more regular income for their work. So this is why we are building Radical NFT, which is an utilization of Arbitrage economic system to the NFT economy. So basically, what is the Arbitrage system? When you mint an NFT, you will receive two tokens. The Radical NFT, which is really classic. I mean, for you, you can imagine it as any other NFT. You can flex with it, you can use it on the platform, whatever. And you get a patronage NFT, which will earn a kind of rent on the Radical NFT. What will happen? Most of the time, you will sell the Radical NFT. So like if you sell an NFT, you get a good upfront payment, and then the Radical owner will need to pay you the patronage percentage you settle in the NFT when you minted. So what's the final use case? You will mint Radical NFT, sell it, and then forever generate a lifelong passive income that is streamed continuously to you for having built this a long time ago. So different advantage, you get streamed income, passive income, and also it keeps the valuation of your NFT. So if your art becomes much more valuable in the future, you are rewarded for this. And we think that this is how the content economy and NFT economy will be built. So it's a new form of capital ownership, and we think that we need a tool in at the intersection of NFT and DeFi to provide this service. What you need to know, we will mint with Rarible, and also we are looking to get integrated to Rarible and even all the other marketplaces. So our job is to get the economical stuff and the smart contract to allow arbitrary innovation and generating this income. And Rarible work is to be the leading platform to sell, trade it. So this is really complementary. Last things is that collectors will also perceive part of the income generated by the patronage, because the patronage, there is 80% for the patronage token owner, 10% for the Rarible DAO, and 10% for previous investors. So you are rewarded for collecting great NFTs also, which we think is a nice token economics. May I share maybe my screen just to show you a quick demo when I complete with the team? If that's okay for you, Eric.
Yeah, also it's worth mentioning that the art part is just one use case, one integration. We can also, for future versions, think of other integrations like domains, like land, anything like that. So I think it's a field with the Harburger's economy that it can also grow besides art and besides the NFTs that we're mostly using right now. So yeah, Theo, you can continue, sorry.
I don't know if you have a question, specific question, someone?
If you wanted to flash your screen, you can.
Sure, do you see the demo?
Yep.
Yes, so the team is composed of Stefan at the front, Roscoe, which does the smart contract, really good builder, and me at business and product side. This is the MVP we did during the 48th hour of NFT hack. So you can mint your NFT and radicalize it. So you will give it a price, a percentage that will need to be paid by the radical owner. Also, yes, we are looking to create composability with Rarible. So 30% of our treasury governance token will be given to the Rari treasury and Rari holders also, because we want them to be involved in the governance and to have voting power in our future. So where are we? Yes, there is a marketplace. This is not our main use cases, but of course we display the NFTs and the radical you can invest in. So yeah, we are dedicated. This is the marketplace.
Very cool. Yeah, I think it would be great. Is that link included in the forum post?
Yes, I will send the video, but yes, it's already in the post, and you get access to the GitHub code also.
I think that it isn't right now linked to the proposal, so we can add it eventually. Sure.
Great. Any questions from the audience?
I guess one main question I have is, to what degree will your thing interoperate with a number of initiatives in the NFT space around royalty standards?
Sorry, can you repeat a little bit?
Sure. There are people working on standards for royalty payments. Do you know about it?
Not that much, honestly.
Yeah, you might want to, I think there's even some EIPs on it. So it'd be useful to just hear your comments on it once you look it up.
And is it like a classic royalties system, but technically well done at some point?
There's no standard. There's a number of different ways of doing it. Obviously, the end game is likely to be a standard, right? Otherwise, you'll run into problems as you start to different NFT platforms support different royalty payments. That's kind of what's happening today, which is an issue. And I think it'd be very, very useful if your suggestion for how to do the Harburger thing kind of is adopted by others. So I think that would be awesome if you can push that.
Yes, to conclude with this point, it's really interesting because we need this standard for royalties, but NFT economies, I think the arbitrage part, the radical, goes behind only royalties, because problem with royalties, you don't know how much you will receive and when. And this is what we want to solve with arbitrage, which is much better for people creating and wanting economic streamed income.
Great. All right, awesome stuff.
I just ask a question.
Oh, yeah, sorry, go for it.
Just to make sure I understand, like from the buyer's point of view, the end user kind of thing who's holding that NFT, is it kind of like a rental system where, because I was reading you're paying 2 ETH a year. So is it basically adding in rent, like a rent mechanic for the user?
It is similar to a rent in the sense that you will need to provision your patronage and it will be given to the patronage holder. So this is the similarity. But the difference is after you have bought the Radical NFT, you will need to settle a new price yourself. So at some point, you define the price of the rent. So this is the difference, because a rent, the one that owns the things will tell you which price you need to pay. And in our case, you will settle the price. But the thing is that the token is always on sale. So if you sell very high because you want to keep the NFT for long term, you will need to pay a lot. But if you put it low because you don't want to pay that much, at any point, someone can buy your NFT. So in the theory, the economical theory, that will lead to a perfect price of market where everyone owns what he really wants and is ready to pay for, which is potentially something we will see in an NFT.
Yeah, I personally have always been really interested in this use case for like gaming items and like that whole economy. But yeah, I'm sure there's all sorts of different cool use cases we could see emerge. All right, so next up we had Cult Global with Zazarov. I think that's how you pronounce the name, but I also got a notice that he's stepping away. So if you're here, it's your turn. If not, we'll move on. All right, so I guess the last up for proposal ideas and future proposals, I actually have a proposal coming. So I started working with Rarible about a month ago. And one of the ideas that I had for our engagement was that I work for the DAO as opposed to work for the company. So I personally, my background's in the DAO space. Really believe in the space and in the power of community. So what's my name? My name is Eric. Yes.
Eric.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, my background. So yeah, I have been working in the DAO space since 2018 or so. Originally with with DAO Stack and Genesis DAO, and then with Metacartel, and with a bunch of very early DAOs. And I started working at DAO Stack, leading their DAO business development efforts, where I worked with different projects to help them decentralize. So that's, expect that. Thanks, Peter. So expect to see that on the forum soon. I just wanted to give people a heads up that that's kind of in the pipeline. Does anybody else have anything else to talk about? Any topics? We're going to have a bit of time for a breakout room, so I'd like to reserve as much time as possible for that. But just if there's any short topics, that'd be great. Awesome. All right, so let's move into breakout rooms. So we haven't tried this yet, so it's going to be a little experimental, and I've never managed breakout rooms. So if something goes wrong, well, at the end of the hour, we can all leave peacefully and nothing happens. So
Eric, I actually have one, actually two short things to add. First of all,
go for it.
I will drop the link to a Rarible DAO newsletter for those who are not subscribed yet. And also a short reminder that in 15 minutes from now, we'll be having a Clubhouse call on preserving metadata with Erviv, with Filecoin, with some fantastic speakers. So I'm going to drop the link here as well.
Yeah, we are kicking off a pretty important effort for data preservation in the NFT space in general. So collaborating with other major NFT projects. So yeah, if you guys can join the Clubhouse, that'd be great. We're going to be talking about that. All right, cool. So on the Clubhouse front, we're going to be breaking up, and yeah. So Paul, I don't know how it's going to go. So let's see what happens. But so we're going to be breaking up into groups of 3 or 4. We have about 15 minutes. The ask is that everybody in those small groups think about accountability in the context of a DAO and in the context of our decentralization process. So right now we're seeing a lot of projects asking for funds. It's really great. But I guess we all should think about how we can help each other be accountable and what tools we should improve or bring into practice to just help that process out. So we're going to have a few minutes. So everybody in those rooms, just take a minute to think about that for a little bit, take time. And then 2 minutes, everybody can go around and share their ideas. And then in about, we're going to be about three per group, 3, 4 per group. So maybe in 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, we're going to come back to this main group. And then one person from each group, we're just going to try to go quickly and just share some of the learnings that we've had. So it's going to be quick. Let's try it out. Hopefully nothing breaks. And if it does, we'll see you in the Clubhouse possibly, or next week. All right, so let me just try this. Breakout rooms. And then let's do here. All right, so there's gonna be 3, 4 per room. I'll see you guys in a minute. Open all rooms. Okay.
I think you left me unassigned, Eric.
Oh, you're unassigned.
Yeah.
How do I do this? Move to. Move to room 6. Everyone should have been assigned. So maybe we're a group.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is fine.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
We are from Moscow. We are students from Moscow, and
he's my friend. His name is Danila, and he has some ideas on how to merge your voting system with what again? With stacking. And if you will listen to it, I may try to translate him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Just in case, I'm from Moscow as well. I'm not in Moscow right now, but just in case I can understand
great.
what Danilo will say. But if you can translate for everybody else, this would be great.
But also, I'd like us to focus on accountability a bit. Anyways, okay, sure. We'll make the exception here. Should I stop recording, Masha? Do you know what happens in breakout rooms?
So yeah, probably.
Okay.
Okay. We may